Hello students, this is my 8th video lecture on the topic trigonometric functions. In this lecture, we will see inverse trigonometric functions and then principal values of inverse trigonometric functions. Let us revise. See the diagram student. We have A set having elements A, B, C, D and B set having elements 1, 2, 3, 4. There is function f from A to B. See student, there is 1-1 correspondence between set A and B. So student, if a function f from A to B is 1-1 and onto, then its inverse function exists. See student, 1-1 means what? Different elements in A have different images in B. See, A having image 1, B having image 2, C having image 3, similarly D having image 4. So this function is 1-1 and onto means every element in B has pre-image in A. See here 1 having pre-image A. Similarly 2 having pre-image B. Also 3 having pre-image C and 4 having pre-image D. So the given function is 1-1 and onto, therefore its inverse exists. So it is denoted by F inverse from B to A. See student, if y is equals to f of x, then x is equals to f inverse y. See student, this x we can write as f inverse y. For x belongs to A and y belongs to B. Now we'll see sine function student. See the graph of sine function. The sine functions or the trigonometric functions are onto but not 1-1. Hence, their inverse function cannot exist. See student, here we have the value 1 at pi by 2 also and at minus 3 pi by 2 also. So, the function is not 1-1. So, we have to make them 1-1 by restricting their domain to suitable range. So here we will consider the range from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So the function will become 1-1 and onto, so that their inverse exists. See inverse sine function. Consider sine from close interval minus pi by 2 to close interval minus 1 to 1. Here we have restricted the domain of sine function to close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So it becomes 1-1 and onto. Therefore its inverse exists. So we'll write it inverse as sine inverse from close interval minus 1 to 1 to close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. For x belongs to close interval minus 1 to 1 and theta belongs to close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. We write sine inverse x equals to theta if sine theta equal to x. See the graph of inverse sine function student. Here theta is known as the principal value branch of sine inverse x. See the graph of sine and inverse sine function. We will compare their graphs. See y is equals to sine x. We have restricted the domain from close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and its range is from close interval minus 1 to 1. In inverse sine function, what we have, student? Here the domain is from closed interval minus 1 to 1 and the range is from closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. See the difference between them. Here y is equals to sin x has domain closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, which is the range of inverse sine function, and the range of sine function is closed interval minus 1 to 1, which is the domain of inverse sine function. This is first example. Find the principal value of sine inverse 1 by 2. Solution. Let sine inverse 1 by 2 is equals to theta. Therefore, we will write sin theta is equals to 1 by 2. Sine of pi by 6 is equals to 1 by 2. The value of sine function is half. At which angle? At pi by 6. Where 1 by 2 belongs to closed interval minus 1 to 1. And this angle pi by 6 belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So we can write as sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equals to pi by 6, since it satisfies the conditions of principal value branch of sine inverse. Therefore, the principal value of sine inverse 1 by 2 is pi by 6. So student, here sine of 5 pi by 6 is equals to 1 by 2. But we cannot write sine inverse 1 by 2 is equals to 5 pi by 6, as this 5 pi by 6 does not belongs to the closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Second example. Find the principal value of sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. See student, in last example sine inverse of 1 by 2. Now in this example we have to find the principal value of sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. Solution. We know the principal value branch of sine inverse x is closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And also we know student, sine of minus theta is equals to minus sine theta. Therefore, sine of minus pi by 6 is equals to minus sine of pi by 6. So, sine of minus pi by 6 is equals to minus of sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So, sine of minus pi by 6 is equals to minus 1 by 2. Where this minus 1 by 2 belongs to closed interval minus 1 to 1. And this minus pi by 6 also belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, which is the principal value branch of sine inverse x. Therefore, it satisfies the condition. So we can write sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equals to minus pi by 6. Therefore, the principal value of sine inverse of minus half is minus pi by 6. See student, such type of examples are asked for 2 marks in MCQ or short answer questions. See the graph of cosine and inverse cosine function. See student, first graph is y is equals to cos x, whose domain is 0 to pi. See, this is the domain from 0 to pi and the range is closed interval minus 1 to 1. And in inverse function of cos x, the domain is minus 1 to 1, closed interval minus 1 to 1, and the range is closed interval 0 to pi. See, this is. So understood the difference between the cos function and its inverse function. See student, in cosine function, domain is 0 to pi, which is the range of inverse cosine function, and the range is -1 to 1, that will be the domain of inverse cosine function. Note that student, sine of sine inverse x is equals to x if x belongs to close interval -1 to 1. Also, sine inverse of sine y is equals to y, where y belongs to close interval -pi/2 to pi/2. Similarly, cos of cos inverse x is equals to x, where x belongs to close interval -1 to 1, and cos inverse of cos y is equals to y, where y belongs to close interval 0 to pi. Also, tan of tan inverse x is equals to x, where x belongs to real numbers, and tan inverse of tan y is equals to y, where y belongs to open interval -pi/2 to pi/2. Third example, find the principal value of cos inverse of -1/2. Solution, let cos inverse of -1/2 is equals to x. So we have cos x is equals to -1/2. So student, here negative sign is there, so we will use allied angle formulae. That is, cos x is equals to minus cos of pi minus pi/3. See, cos is negative in second quadrant, which is equals to 3 pi minus pi gives us 2 pi/3. So cos x is equals to cos of 2 pi/3. Now the principal value branch of cos inverse x is 0 to pi, and this angle 2 pi/3 lies between close interval 0 to pi. Therefore, the required principal value of cos inverse of -1/2 is 2 pi/3. Principal values of remaining trigonometric functions. See student, cosec inverse is from r minus open interval -1 to 1 to close interval -pi/2 to pi/2 minus singleton 0. Sec inverse is from r minus open interval -1 to 1 to close interval 0 to pi minus pi/2. And cot inverse is from real numbers to open interval 0 to pi. See student, these are all principal value branch of cosec inverse, sec inverse and cot inverse. We have to use this principal value branch while solving examples. Fourth example, evaluate tan inverse of √3 minus sec inverse of -2. Solution, let us consider tan inverse √3 is equals to alpha. See student, this alpha lies between open interval -pi/2 to pi/2, which is principal value branch of tan inverse. Therefore, tan alpha is equals to √3. The value of √3 of tan is at angle pi/3. So we have tan alpha is equals to tan pi/3. Therefore, alpha is equals to pi/3. See student, this pi/3 lies in open interval -pi/2 to pi/2, which is principal value branch of tan inverse. Therefore, we can write tan inverse of root 3 is equals to pi by 3. Call it as equation 1. Similarly, let us consider sec inverse of minus 2 is equals to beta, where beta lies between closed interval minus 0 to pi and beta is not equal to pi by 2. Therefore, sec beta is equals to minus 2. See student, sec is reciprocal of cos. So we have cos is equals to minus 1 by 2. The value of cos pi by 3 is equals to 2. Therefore here we will use cos beta is equals to minus 2, which is equals to minus of sec pi by 3. Now here minus sign is there, so we will use allied angle formulae. That is sec beta is equals to sec of pi minus pi by 3. Since sec of pi minus theta is equals to minus sec theta. Therefore, sec beta is equals to 3 pi minus pi upon 3. That is sec of 2 pi upon 3. Therefore, beta is equals to 2 pi by 3, where this 2 pi by 3 lies between closed interval 0 to pi, which is principal value branch of sec inverse. Therefore, sec inverse of minus 2 is equals to 2 pi by 3. Call it as equation 2. Now consider our given quantity. That is tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse of minus 2. From 1 and 2 we will substitute tan inverse 3 root 3 as pi by 3 and sec inverse of minus 2 is equals to 2 pi by 3. Therefore, which is equals to minus pi by 3. See student, solve the examples from exercise. Thank you.